Welcome to another state park. Today we're at Viking Lake State Park. So I was stopped into the check-in station. Cute little bear. I was checking in the check-in station here and reading some of, they actually have a map of the layout, some of the other amenities, some of the, how this is built or whatnot. But I was noticing that this one is the first one I've seen, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more as I do this tour, but this one has login, or excuse me, has login. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Wi-Fi. It says, welcome to Viking Lake State Park. To enjoy your visit, Wi-Fi connectivity is provided in the camping area. So they actually have a Wi-Fi login for members, and then it says all other guests please use credit cards, so you can actually pay for the Wi-Fi and follow the instructions provided. So I thought that was interesting. I thought I might just take a second to talk about that. But they do always have a listing here on the wall about who has reserved for the future. Well, it looks like it's got 2 weeks worth of registrations here. Looks like I've picked one out here actually, and I'm gonna go check it out. It's actually going to be up on top of the hill. Here is kind of the main part of the electrical hookups and amenities. Looks like a lot of 50 amp, 20, 30, and 50 amp sets here. There are a couple full hookups right back behind me. But this is all in this area. There's a shower house right up there, but in this area right next to the lake, it's all electrical. Every shower house is right up there. Most, I'd say, well, I wouldn't say most. I'd say about a quarter, actually. I'd say a quarter of the electrical sites here are right on that water's edge. And I'm kind of curious to see what this looks like. Oops, the ducks. Let them go. Let them go. So this looks like this is all re-manicured. This is all redone. But those are all electrical all the way down, actually. Oh, I stand corrected. There's a couple primitives right down there. This is all waterfront. And right up here in this corner, right where this kind of bends around for everybody, you can see that there's a park here for the kids. So they can come and play. They can play in the sand or on the playground. Oh, here's an in memory of. You guys know I like these a little bit. Check this out. Gene and Patsy Opal. That's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. So, all right. Well, let's jump in the truck. Let's take a look at the rest of this park real quick. There we go. So the lake is down 4 feet.
Down 4 feet. About 4 years ago, 5, I don't remember what it was. The Des Moines come down and they said we're going to lower the lake 8 feet. We got our bluegill population, we had too many and they were too small.
Yeah.
They wanted to put all the fish in a smaller area so the big ones could
take care of the population, sure.
Little ones easier.
Yeah.
Well, then we hit the drought.
Oh my.
And this has been a good 4 or 5 years, and it come up 2 foot over the winter. We were 6 foot down last year.
Yeah.
We're up to 4 foot down now, which before you could only get down here to fish.
So it's on the rebound then?
It's on the rebound.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
See the bottom over here.
So.
Oh, sure. Okay.
There are rocks in there. I remember.
Yeah, right up there used to be a whole rock, nothing but rocks. Now it's all water. So.
Oh, so that's actually, is that the
That's a drain tube from the silt pond up above.
From the silt pond up above, but it's still, that should be pretty close to level, right?
Well, yeah, it gets up there close.
Okay. Gosh, gee, man.
Yeah, but they.
That should be up over these rocks. You know, it'd be up another 4 or 5 foot, 4 foot anyway.
So this lake is down 4 feet. So really, a lot of the bank line you would normally not see.
No.
See the top of that yellow grass?
Sure.
That's about it.
That's about
Okay.
where it should be all the way
So
across.
all the way across, so that gap itself, that's 4 to 5 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it should be right up against the reeds and trees. Wow. Okay.
And this thing hasn't been in the water for 3 or 4 years either.
So it's a Viking Lake. Is many people. I've heard things say the lake's no good, fishing's no good. Actually, I'm watching this gentleman catch crappie right in front of me.
Oh, that's going to be the fishing's phenomenal.
It's got to be better than everybody's talking.
Since
But
they lowered it and
concentrated everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the water
can't
levels
wait
are
to-
down. The water levels are going to come back up clearly as they continue to work on it. Man,
every rain
every rain's going to help it out.
comes up.
Now they're talking rain Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
So.
It doesn't take much rain now to raise it. I mean, we got a little dribble here the other day and it come up 2 inches.
Oh wow. So this is all. Is it now the lake itself? Is that part of the conservation watershed as well as a lot of these are?
It's a man-made lake.
It is a man-made.
Yep.
All right. So it was on purpose. So it's going to
Yep.
on purpose to catch the watershed,
Yep.
not so much just.
Yeah, back in the,
Gotcha. So this is Mike. He's the actual campground, one of the campground hosts, and he says, you know what? There's a lookout up here that you probably should see. So Mike's taking us up to see the lookout. Yeah, I'm being a little lazy, guys. Don't judge me. But there's 7 miles of trails, and this is
That's the ones that go around the lake.
all the way around the lake. Okay.
These, I don't know how many miles.
Maybe these are shorter, half mile, 2 mile, maybe. 7 miles all the way around. That's great. So what are these markers? Is this the?
Well, they say back in the olden days, there's a bur oak tree. This name of this trail is the bur oak trail, and them markers are for bur oaks,
Oh.
the tree.
Okay.
That's what they say anyway.
Gotta work for that lookout. Oh yeah, wow, okay.
That's great.
There you go.
Good luck, guys. Oh yeah.
So just something that, especially when this goes full canopy, man, that'd be great. Fall, ooh,
Real pretty in the fall.
oh, real nice in the fall, yeah.
Well, now you can see the water.
Yeah.
Come summertime,
way
you won't
down
be able to see the water. The tree, the leaves on the tree.
The canopy will fill it all the way in. And,
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I like to bring people up for this time of year. At least you can see the water.
So you go from being able to see the water to
It's just all green timber.
green, yep. And then it's not so much a lookout as a bird watching,
Yeah.
little bird watching spot. Well, see, that's multi-use. It's understandable. So there's 120 total
Total
sites,
campsites.
90 with electricity.
Electricity and full. I mean, a combination of full and
Okay,
electric.
gotcha.
And there's 30 tent sites
30 tent sites. Okay,
in the back.
okay.
And with no
And-
electricity at all there.
Right. Primitive, just primitive style.
Primitive, yeah.
Yeah. Fabulous. Mike, thank you so much.
It's a really nice view if you go up that trail. It goes
Mhm.
right down next to the water. Actually, I've fished off of it before,
Oh yeah,
off the golf cart.
that's great. Well, Mike, thank you again. I
You
really
bet.
appreciate it.
Yeah, if you want to go see any more tomorrow, whatever, let me know. I don't know how early you're gonna get out of here.
Well, I
Probably
don't
get
know
out
yet.
early.
Oh, probably 7, 8, 9,
Oh.
10 o'clock. You might still be sleeping though, Mike.
No, I get up early.
Okay.
I got the
What a nice guy Mike was. Really appreciated him taking me up there and showing me that lookout and talking to me a lot about the lake. I mean, there's, you know, it sounds like this lake, and I'll get the information to verify, sounds like this lake was built in the 50s and it's been drained a couple times. It's been upgraded. Sites have been upgraded. A lot of upgrades to the sites. And wow, what a neat bunch of history that he was able to spew as he's the campground host. What a nice gentleman. So, okay, we're gonna head up the road here and we're gonna take a look at one of the shelters, and I think we're gonna find the lodge as well here today. So, all right, stay tuned, you guys. All right, we've made our way down to the lodge, and this lodge actually has a very large parking area, and it actually wraps right around to where the boat docks and boat ramps are at. And as you may have heard earlier, the lake is actually down a lot. You can still get a boat in there. The lake is down 4 feet and you can see it. You can tell. It's absolutely shocking. So the lodge itself used to be a restaurant, and they've turned it into a lodge as they couldn't get vendors to come in, but you can actually rent the lodge for occasions. So lots of outdoor seatings. Looks like beach restrooms. Beach restrooms closed for the season for now. And you guys know how I like to do this. I'm going to bring you a section here in just a moment. But we'll see the beach. There is actually a shelter here. So there's the shelter. There's the beach. The beach is actually pretty good sized. So that's a pleasant surprise. But you can tell how far down that water is. It's so crazy. Normally that water would be right up against those rocks. Those boundary ropes would be able to be swam to. But wow, this lake does need some water. It needs some help. So we've gotten to the kiosk. I'm going to call it a kiosk. Big board. And it says right here, Viking Lake State Park to open in 1951. A large portion of the grounds have been left in their natural state. With the abundance of wildflowers and other native plants, walking the interpretive trail. Walk the interpretive, I don't know what that means. Somebody in the comments below, let me know what that means. I don't know what that means. Look for beavers, turkeys, muskrats, ducks, shorebirds, white-tailed deer. You can boat, fish, swim, enjoy one of the most popular lakes, one of the most popular state parks in southwest Iowa. And there's a reason, there's actually a reason why this is popular. Man, so disappointing that the lake is so low. But man, I can imagine what the fishing is like. The fishing in here has got to be nuts. I'd love to be able to take a boat out here and gauge how deep it is and see what kind of fish are hanging out in these habitats that are out here that this lower water's created. That'd be so cool. All right, so we've got two main trails. You got Burr Oak Interpretive. It's 0.9 miles, and Whitetail Hiking Trail, which is 6.3, and they say that's all the way around this entire lake. So as you can see, here's Burr Oak right here. This is Whitetail Trail all the way around the lake as it shows. All right, so that's our kiosk for Viking Lake State Park, and there's always more to come. Stay tuned. So there's a stone here, and it represents when everything was done. So I wanted to show that to you. It's kind of cool. So So Viking Lake State Conservation Commission, first survey was in 1939. Land was bought in 55, dam was built in 57, dedicated in 57. So Montgomery County Conservation League, and presented this plaque as an appreciation. So that's pretty cool. I like that. There's a critter. But there's more to come, guys. Upper shelter is $25 per day, and you go to iowastateparks.reserveamerica.com. So that link is something that is always in my description. So if you guys are interested in reserving the upper shelter, click on the link in the description below, and you guys got it. I do have barbecue pit, well, barbecue, whatever that thing's called, barbecue pit. And of course, the shelter itself. No high-tech amenities, there's no electricity in this one. It's just enjoy the day. You do have access right down to the lake. Well, right down, meaning you gotta go down the hill, but you have access to the lake. So this is shelter number 1. This is the upper shelter. So let's go find, oh, hey, that's kind of nice. They did make a ADA capable picnic table. I like that. It can be a little challenging coming down here, especially if it rains. But, all right, let's go up to the next shelter here, guys. Now check it out, check it out, check it out. We are down to the second shelter here. And this is a much larger shelter. This has actually got modern amenities to them. Got modern picnic tables. They're not wood. And this is right off of the water's edge. Now, here's something that is interesting. So, I don't know if they do something extra, but you can cater, when you rent this one or whatnot, looks like you can cater in someone to, I don't know, maybe this is true, maybe it's not anymore. You can cater in people to come bring food to you. So, maybe this is for the kids, maybe they bring school outings, whatnot out here. There's a restroom right back there. There are restrooms attached right here. And the lake is right there. So you got your fishing piers. One, there's 2 over there. There's 1 right over there. So not too shabby, honestly, not too bad. Big areas, you got picnic areas all the way down in through here. You got picnic areas off in the west or the south there. Horseshoes. Man, I wish that water was a lot higher than what it is. So take a look here, and again we're looking at it's a handicap sign. Okay, so this is a picnic shelter with use of kitchen, $75 a day, transaction fee and tax, blah 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 blah. So that's a picnic shelter. That's a big shelter. That's a big one. Lots of parking in this area. So all right, well, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna head for camp, and we're gonna get things set up here. All right, hello. So tonight I'm going to, kind of like the last video, I'm going to be having some bacon wrapped steak, but I'm going to do it, hopefully I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm hoping. Hope. Alright, so we're going to have a steak and some corn, sweet corn, butter corn, kernel corn, however you want to say it. All right. So there's another steak. Fortunately, it looks like everything's thawing out extremely well. Trying to keep it as cold as possible. It's been a long trip. That didn't tear very well, did it, guys? Alright, so that's what my steak is going into. Alright, we're gonna have no salt added corn. And yes, this is an old school can opener, and if you know, you know. If you don't, then you don't. A little bit of garlic pepper seasoning. Try taking it easy this time. There we go. That's better. And just a touch of this, which needs to be cooled dramatically. So let me go get this, put it in the cooler. Goodness gracious. Well, the steak and corn are cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and crack open a I don't know what this is called, Linder Coles. Anyway, it's a summer shandy with a lemon flavor. These really, I mean, I really enjoy these a lot better in the summertime, like in the hot summertime. So, I mean, it's not my first choice here, but I've had this before. It's not my first of the first. Oh wow, I got a little singe on my hands here. But cheers. Well, it's not bad. I'm not a big beer drinker, but I'll take that. All right, let's see here. So Viking Lake State Park is 136 acre lake. It's just outside of Stanton, Iowa. The Viking Lake State Park is a popular lake and camping destination with numerous recreational opportunities. Lake portion of the 1,000 acre park has been left in its natural state, as I was talking about. And so for hiking, it's stated on the board that it was like 8 miles, 7 miles around. They've got a 1 mile Bur Oak nature trail, and that's the one I was on with Mr. Mike on his golf cart. Which again, Mr. Mike, thank you so much for taking me up to the lookout. That was really neat and very kind of you. Thank you. Lots of different fish in here. You got bluegill, red ear, sunfish, largemouth, crappie. I was trying for crappie earlier in this 136 acre lake. There is catfish, and he's not sure, Mr. Mike wasn't sure, but there may be white bass, but the lake is pretty low for white bass. That'd be a lot of population. You can boat, you can camp. Mr. Mike told us about how many camping spots there were, which is great. A lot of opportunity for camping, whether you're doing it primitively or in a truck like mine or in a camper of any sorts. So they have standard electric, or they have primitive, standard electric, and full hookup. So yeah, they have 6 fishing jetties. That says 4 boat ramps. I was able to find 3. I don't know where the other 2 would be, but they say they got them. I suppose they got them. There's for sure 2 shelters. I looked around for the 3rd that the website claims it has. I only found 2. There are modern restrooms, there are showers, and there's hot water in the shower, so I'm kind of looking forward to a nice hot shower in the morning. But youth group only campsites, that is on the far south end of the campgrounds. And of course there's buddy campsites and dump stations. So lots and lots and lots. But I will leave a link for Viking Lake State Park in the description below so you guys can look up the amenities yourself. I would also recommend taking a look at Google. Get that aerial shot or that land shot of the lake and the layout of the lake, and get an idea before you come out on which direction you want to go or how do you want to go. It's pretty easy to navigate around here. It's just one main road. It just has large fingers that shoot off of it in directions, as most of these state parks do. But the rolling terrain, this is really just more rolling. Unlike Lake Wabanzi, where it's very much vertical, Viking is more of that southwestern Iowa rolling hill design, and is very pretty. You guys get out here when the trees are in full bloom. They are starting to bud here. So the further southwest I got, the more bud I'm finding. More buds that I'm finding. So it's not going to be long. I mean, we're talking weeks, and you're going to start seeing a canopy actually show up in this park, and it's going to be gorgeous. So a lot to do. Tent camping is $6. Electrical hookup is $12. Full hookup is $16 or $18 per day. Get your reserves in now, because as I showed you guys earlier, that reserve board is getting longer and longer and longer every day that it's you know, the warm weather comes along. So right now it is 7:45. Let's see what the temperature is out here. So it's 62 degrees at almost 8 o'clock. It's pretty nice out here. Got a sweatshirt on, I'm pretty comfortable, nothing to complain about. So all right, steak is done, guys. Oh my gosh, it's I kind of dove right in. I'm starving. Corn is good. Obviously, how can you screw up corn? But the steak turned out perfect. So I wrapped it in that tin foil, broiled it a little bit, took it out, made sure it was done, threw it on the grills just a little bit to kind of toughen up the skin. Delicious. A little bit of garlic salt, a little bit of salt and pepper. Oh man, that's good. 2 trips in a row, man. 2 trips in a row. Gotta eat that steak though. I mean, just so you don't think I'm out here just bougie and living on steak. The price was right, Bob. The price was right. All right, guys. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna jump in the truck. Nothing fancy going on. Just gonna bunk up, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Morning, everybody. I'm ready for coffee. It's coffee time. Time for coffee. I need it bad. So let's talk about Viking Lake for just a second here. You know, my thoughts. My thoughts are that it's a nice lake. It's a good looking lake, very pretty. It's a very pretty place as a park goes. But I think I've got my disappointments about the lake itself. You know, the lake is down an astronomical number. I mean, we're talking 3 to 5 feet is what the lake is down. There's marshways that, you know, I could probably walk across right now and not get wet at all. It's been dry for that long. So I think that is going to be my biggest negative, if there was any. I think the amenities are good. They have lots of camping spots, lots of camping. The park is nice. They do have a beach, which is large. They do have rentable shelters. They have a lodge that's rentable. And overall, the park is a very pretty park. It's very well laid out. It's very beautiful. However, the lake is down 3 to 5 feet. So as your mainstay or your main attraction is your biggest negative, that's a problem, you know. I think the grounds are very well kept. Everything's very well cut and green and mowed. You know, I don't have any problems that way. So just need to get that lake up. That's my thoughts initially. Coffee is made, sun's coming up, geese are flying, turkeys are gobbling in the background. Earlier this morning we had one of our resident deer was walking right across the nose of the truck and kind of through the campsite here, kind of wandered into the hill behind me, and it's time for breakfast. Oh, the sun just popped over the trees, guys. Oh my gosh. All right, well, this is going to wrap up my stop at Viking Lake State Park, and I'm not sure where I'm going to stop next, but you guys will be there. So thanks for watching, you guys. You guys are awesome as normal. Love all of you. Cheers. I'll see you in the next adventure. Bye.